Islam and greetings. Princeanaelbey, Supreme Grand Sheikh of the Moorish Science Temple of America and Divine Prince of the same theocracy through Temple Alhambra. This message is for the sitting King Muhammad VI of Morocco. I am Princeanaelbey Muhammed Bey, and I declare, I claim both the thrones of Egypt and the throne of Morocco. One thing, King Muhammad VI, in all my years and all my research, I have never found where either the thrones of Egypt, and I don't mean that sand pile that sits next door to you. I'm talking about the real Egypt, the one named Chicago, and the real Morocco, the seat of power is now known as Cincinnati, in honor of George Washington, who helped to conquer it. But King Muhammad, I would like very much to meet you, sir. This is not a challenge. It is an exercise in diplomacy. And I am simply extending an invitation for you to meet with me. This invitation, well, it stems from a lot of things, but what brought me here to this video now was the stark fact that your people do not know who they are. The problem that I have with the position that the world has put you in, and by the world I mean the Church of Rome, the United States, France, and her allies, and England. They put you there. And if you are the king of Morocco, then you know this. Backwards through the ages, masterminds can trace themselves, and thus they know. I would simply like to compare bloodlines with His Highness. And as I claim both thrones, you may address me as Princeanaelbey of Egypt and Morocco. That is my formal address. When we meet, Your Highness, as I've already stated, I would love nothing more than to have you trace your bloodline and have it wind up there. And your bloodline is king. Who preceded you? Your bloodline along those royal lines. Your Highness, for those who are true to scholarship, we know that it was not mere coincidence that the exact same year 1957, when you supposedly gained your independence from France. No one, pardon me, Your Highness, no one was supposed to notice that that same year, Ohio officially became a state. Both of those things occurred in 1957. Now, Your Highness, I'd like to ask you right off. The sixth generation of your family, who were they? And by sixth generation, I mean from the very beginning of your bloodline. That sixth generation. Who were they? That was just an immediate question I had for you. Because, Your Highness, if you study the Quran, you know what it teaches you about the prophets and those who disobeyed them. And although you're in the United Factions and everything, you are recognized as Morocco. And you see, the problem I have with that, Your Highness, is you are attempting to get away with stealing my heritage. You are not Moroccan, sir. And I suggest you begin teaching your people who they truly are. Because the true Moroccans are here. Morocco has been turned into the state of Ohio. You see, Your Highness, I am anxious to speak with you about a few things, but your bloodline in particular. Because you have claimed that you are in Morocco. You have claimed that you are the king of Morocco. And Your Highness, I know that's just not true. I know it's not true. I am the head of this theocracy. Yes, we have a theocratic government here. I am at the head of that government. And you see, our nationality has already been taken from us before. So you see, we've starred in that movie already, Your Highness. But what you are perpetuating would go down on the fourth plane of existence in your books. That's treason. Treason to your fellow Moors, to your brothers. Have you forgotten that Allah forbade us to even go into the temple to worship him for being unbrotherly and unsisterly towards one another? Have you forgotten that, Your Highness? I pray you study the Quran. And for you to perpetuate a lie instead of being the truth. And I would truly like to have the understanding that you have all 9 elemental Moorish degrees. Do you call yourself Moor? in your kingdom? Do you refer to yourselves as more? Because you see, I know that's what I am. I know that's what I am. And I also know that Morocco is here, not where you are. Your Highness, again, I mean no disrespect. I just have some questions, and there are issues that for the sake of truth simply need to be told. You simply need to be told. And I cannot allow you to continue mocking my heritage by claiming to be Moroccan. I won't allow that. I will not allow that. Had our nationality and our names and who we are taken from us once before, we've already starred in that movie. We are not trying to reprise that role, Your Highness. And I was not bowing my head in deference to you. I bowed my head to emphasize my point. But my email address, Your Highness, is going to be in the description box. And perhaps one of your countrymen may stumble across this video. I pray they send it to you, because the invitation is real and it stands. Because the treachery that you engaged in, you already know. As Muslim, you already know Allah will forgive a thief before he forgives a traitor. You already know this. Are you tempting the Lord thy God, Allah, Your Highness? Because from where I sit, as you attempt to steal my heritage as a Moroccan, you see, Your Highness, what your collaborators and handlers never bothered to tell you while they were establishing Morocco in Barbara. What they neglected to tell you, because their faith isn't ours. It certainly isn't yours. They convinced your predecessors of a lie. And your predecessors. Well, we'll discuss these things when we meet. But be it known, Your Highness, you are not going to steal my heritage. I am more. I am more. I am son of Philip Bushu Moore, out of Abba. You see. And son of Lula, out of Aradin. I would like very much to get together with you, Your Highness, and let's compare bloodlines. Prayerfully, again, I hope one of your countrymen sees this, because the invitation is open. My email address will be in the description box, and I shall await your response. Until then, I bid you peace, Your Highness.